Before we get into the video, make sure y'all like, subscribe if you're new. I mean, come on, what are you doing? If you're not subbed to me by now, my content is fire for Transformers news videos, stop motions, tour reviews, tour photography breakdowns, music occasionally. My Instagram is linked down below. And yeah, let's get straight to it. Okay, so as you can tell by the title, I have some Rise of the Beast leaks, rumors, take it with a grain of salt. Somebody on the movie boards here, Shadow Ninja 7002, he wrote some posts on the boards here yesterday of some leaks of a test screening that somebody told him about. I'm not too sure on the specifics, but he said somebody that saw a test screening told him all the stuff that he's listing right here and that I'm about to read. So it says here, the main MacGuffin of the film is a transwarp key which was stolen by Optimus Primal and brought to Earth. Primal stole the key to prevent the Predacons from summoning Unicron to devour other planets after his own planet. Eucharis, I can never remember how to pronounce this name. I think it's Eucharis, but which is the beast planet for those of you that don't know. Also goes by Jungle Planet, Biosphera, many other names. It was introduced in the Unicron trilogy, I'm pretty sure, so pretty cool that they may be bringing that into the fold of things. And it says was destroyed when the Predacons used their transwarp keys to summon Unicron. And he continues to write, after about 1,000 years, the object resurfaces, this time in a museum where the female human works at. The Predacons break into the museum and attempt to kill Optimus and B after they stand in their path. Bumblebee attacks Scourge, but Scourge turns around and kills him, ripping off his Autobot badge, which is somewhat what we saw in the trailer. And then the Autobots learn of a space bridge in Peru which could be used to summon Unicron. They head over to a cargo bay and board Stratosphere, who is conveniently parked behind the cargo bay. Stratosphere transports them to Peru but is not seen again. Another thing on Stratosphere, I couldn't find the page that he said this in. I was reading about it. I tried to screenshot as much as I could. Maybe some of it was deleted, I don't know, but I couldn't find this. But he said also that Stratosphere appears briefly in robot mode for a couple minutes to talk to the Autobots about, I'm assuming, the plan. So that would be pretty cool to see. And it says here, he continues, in Peru, Optimus Prime meets Primal. The Maximals and Autobots have a small misunderstanding, but they eventually resolve it, which is sort of what we saw in the trailer towards the beginning. Excuse me, a lot of reading. Primal tells Optimus more about his history and past, and he also acts as a mentor towards Optimus. That I'm getting sort of sick of. I mean, we haven't seen it too often in media, but I mean, come on. Does Optimus really need to be mentored by Optimus Primal? I mean, that's getting a little annoying to me. But and then he continues to write, the Maximals and Autobots have later on, Scourge catches Airazor and hacks her brain to control her. Airazor starts being hostile to the Autobots. She attempts to kill Optimus by burning the bridge he is standing on, while Mirage and RC fight Battletrap and Nightbird. Airazor is knocked unconscious by Rhinox and is sent for repair. So this is an interesting tidbit, this little paragraph here, because if you guys remember, I think I pointed out in my trailer breakdown, when Airazor is breathing fire on the bridge, you see a robot running that sort of looks like either Scourge or Optimus. And now that seems to be Optimus, so I'm leaning more towards this leak being true. I know it seems a little out there, but I mean, it's a live action Transformers movie. Everything is out there with these films these days. So that little tidbit there makes me feel like that this is true, what this guy is writing. And if you guys remember, a few months ago, the Blandimus guy that also had somebody tell him about earlier test screenings, we all thought that was fake. We were all laughing at him, calling him a fake leaker and all that stuff. And then the trailer dropped, and a lot of the things that he said turned out to be true. So we just don't know at this point. Let me take a sip of water and I'll continue. It's good water. Alright, I'll continue to read. He writes here, Bumblebee awakens as well, fully repaired by Wheeljack and Rhinox. He gets an off-road alternate mode after Wheeljack notices a few rally racers parked nearby and uses their parts to upgrade him. Bee and Cheetor then move off with the rest of the Autobots to the location of this space bridge. So that again seems to be what we saw in the trailer when Bumblebee and Cheetor were running / driving beside each other in the forest there. And then let me swipe here. And it says, the Terracons are already there, and Scourge summons an army of Terracon monsters to delay the Autobots so he can use his transwarp key on the space bridge. Battletrap leads the charge, and Nightbird takes her aim at RC. Meanwhile, B, Mirage, and Airazor sneak into Scourge's ship where they tackle him and successfully kill him after B shoots him in the neck, decapitating him. Are you freaking serious right now? Are we really about to pull the last night right here with Bumblebee shooting and killing basically the main villain of the film, Scourge? Are you kidding me? I know it seems to be a little bit of a redemption arc, you know, Scourge killing Bumblebee in the beginning and then Bumblebee getting his revenge or justice at the end or something like that, but come on, we have already seen Bumblebee do so much in these movies, killing off main villains, very powerful Decepticons. This just seems so stupid to me. It should be Optimus. It very obviously should be Optimus, or a group effort of the Maximals and Optimus, or Primal and Optimus, something like that, other than just Bumblebee alone shooting him in the head and killing him, or in the neck. Now that, I hope, is true, or it's changed somehow between now and June. I really hope that is not true, but something's telling me that the people involved, especially Lorenzo, are dumb enough to actually think that Transformers fans would like that. Oh man, I just don't know. That is really disappointing if it is indeed true. And then he writes here, the Maximal Autobot Alliance managed to wipe out the whole Terracon army except for Battletrap and Nightbird. However, several cyborg scorpions rise up from the ground and corner Battletrap, who's then killed by these scorpions, while Nightbird herself merely runs away. So we did sort of see an army, but I think that's a Terracon army in the trailer, so who knows how those, I'm assuming those are the Predacons, how they're going to look like. And don't even get me started on the rant about the Predacons just being a bunch of scorpion armies like Scorponok in the War for Cybertron Kingdom show. Ugh, that is dumb to me. But then he writes here, the leader of these scorpions introduced himself as Gnash Teeth, Ganache Teeth, something like that. And that's another name that I can never remember how to pronounce correctly. That's another name for Beast Wars Megatron. He also goes by Galavar and a few other names throughout history in the Transformers brand. And he tells Primal that they will meet again before disappearing underground again. It turns out when Scourge was killed, the security systems trapping the Predacons inside Scourge's ship was broken, allowing them to escape. At the end of the film, Mirage gives Noah an exosuit. Primal tells Optimus that he and the Maximals might stay on Earth for a while to protect it from the Predacon threats. Optimus looks up in the sky and gives a speech like in the 2007 movie. And then it says here, in a post-credit scene, Unicron admonishes Nightbird for her failure. He then turns around to look at the audience menacingly, and the scene ends there. I gotta say right off the bat, that seems like a pretty cringe end credit scene. Why does Unicron have to look at the screen menacingly? That's just very cliche to me. It is pretty cool that Nightbird goes to Unicron and they chat for a little bit. That would be a cool end credit scene, but I don't know why they have to end it like that. It's sort of like cheesy 2012 Avengers Thanos post-credit scene, so I don't know about that, but it's interesting. I just saw a lot of people on the board saying, "What? Who's Gnash Teeth? Ugh, that's such a dumb name." My guy, all you have to do is type in the name on Google and TF Wiki will pull up who it is. It's Beast Wars Megatron with a different name. That's all it is. It's Beast Wars Megatron. That's all you gotta know. But yeah, all of this seems plausible to me, except for this is a little bit of hopium, whatever you want to call it. Except for the bee killing Scourge. I don't understand why they would do that. That just seems so TLK to me that I just hope it's not true. And then he continues to write with some things here. He writes here, Wheeljack does not have his classic ears, but during battle, the glasses lift up and he activates a G1-ish mask on his face. Again, no glowing ears. Wheeljack and RC are the closest duo in the film so far, and it's heavily implied that they were in a relationship, or at least used to be in one. That seems a little fan-fiction-y. I don't know if some of this is true, or if he's like weaving in his own little fantasies for the film or something. I don't know, but And then he writes, Scourge keeps the Predacons hostage without killing them, as they are helping to provide some clues and information on Maximal whereabouts. Primal also mentions that he misses his old comrades Rat Trap and Depth Charge, whom he last saw in Eucharist. This likely implies they were killed. That would be a cool reference. I mean, I would like for them to actually be alive and in the movie, but I guess that's cool. And then at the end of the film, when Optimus is looking at the sky and giving this speech, he says that there are other Autobots throughout the galaxy, and there are many Autobots that have not been discovered yet. Also, Crescent is a toy-only character, not a film character. That seems plausible with Crescent. We haven't really heard much about her in the movie, or him. I don't know why I assumed a her. But then the Optimus speech, that seems a little cheesy too, along with Unicron looking at the screen to close the movie out. I don't know why we need a 2007-like movie speech. That just seems a little unnecessary to me. Give us something different this time, but that's just me. Maybe it'll be cool with the visuals and the CGI and whatever background setting they're going to be in. Maybe it'll be cool. I don't know. I don't want to be a hater. And then he also types here for Transit. Transit is muscular with a posture and proportions very reminiscent of Bayverse Longhaul. The head as well is also like Longhaul, but also has a huge mohawk-looking crest on the center and a more expressive face. Transit has two alternate modes here. Is originally a city bus, but later scans a school bus while Optimus chases him in truck mode. In both robot modes, there are wheels on his shoulders and outer side of the lower legs near to feet. In terms of film role, he is first spotted as a rogue bus causing havoc in the city. Optimus notices him and he drives off, leading Prime to chase him in truck mode. Both of them later transform and Transit puts up a good fight against Optimus. He manages to break one of Prime's kibble off, yet Prime still gets the upper hand and blasts him with the cannon, killing him. That seems plausible. That's basically some of the stuff that we saw while they were shooting. We did see a school bus, we did see the abandoned city buses, we did see Prime near the buses and stuff while they were filming those portions of the film, so that seems like it might be real. I'm not too sure. We haven't seen any footage of that yet, so can't know for certain. And then I found this on Twitter. I couldn't find this in the boards. I'm sorry. I know I have trash board searching abilities for TFW. It writes here, he said that robots are the main focus and that the Transformers themselves will occupy 4/5 of screen time, but the human protagonist himself, Noah, will have some important moments too. Also, Mirage is the closest bot to Noah, and they do become friends throughout the film. At some point, Mirage also shows Noah how Transformers can turn into anything they like. This is demonstrated by Mirage. He scans an abandoned F1 car and then a Lamborghini Diablo. He is able to revert back to his Porsche mode. So that's pretty cool. They're referencing, I guess, Sideswipe's alternate mode and very obviously Mirage's alternate mode, the race car from the G1 cartoon. That would be pretty cool to see. I don't know if that's going to make it into the final cut of the film or what. This is all very random. You know, these are test screenings, so we don't know what's going to make it, what's going to be changed yet. We're still, 5 months away from the movie releasing, so we got a bit of a ways to wait. But let me know down in the comments below, do you guys think this leak is real? Me personally, I think some of it might be real, or all of it, and he might be weaving in his own little fan fictions in there to, I don't know, maybe add more to what he's typing. I'm not sure, but who knows? We all thought that one guy from a few months ago was fake, but turned out to be true. So this may be true too. But yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments below what you think about this, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.
Congratulations, you have made it to the end of this video.